Hey guys, I'm Chieftess. Welcome back to ZEPHON. It's ZEPHON time. It's time to Zeph on, not Zeph off. No one needs to Zeph off. Everyone Zeph on, okay? So we're gonna get these two hanging out together, I think, to fight off any hammerheads and crap that might come towards us. We really want to grab this crystal basin. We have a we're not at war with these guys, so they can't take our territory anymore. But it means we should start trying to take some of this territory, which might mean recruiting a new unit or two. I am getting another one here, aren't I? Which I was going to send to grab whatever's there, which might actually be a little bit iffy. But we need to put these guys in adjacent spots, or else they don't really heal. You know, that's something I keep forgetting to do. I'm spending loads of time just hanging out, trying to heal up, but they heal better together. So we need to benefit from that. So we need to go in pairs at least. They're just not going to be healing. Also, yeah, these guys are absolute jerks. I don't know how we stop these guys, because they're just going to fly off and then come back constantly. So we're going to have to babysit this stuff forever with ranged units, which we don't have. So we got problems. Yeah, the construction yard is obviously very important, but I mean, I can teleport. I mean, do we have any... Well, I guess we have these guys, right? The devotees of Throkos. We should research them so we can have a bunch of ranged units. But they are a little bit weak. They are a little bit weak. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird one. Them on their own, not great. Ooh, the damage taken here. And yeah, they're running away. These guys we might be able to kill now, though. Ugh, you need to run. See, this is the problem we have. Oh, good. The, Akron are keeping busy over there. Ooh, and we get the experience. This is my experience. Excellent. Alright, let's start heading this way then. I'm not sure if I want to head you over there. Let's give you that couple of turns to heal thingy. I think that's probably wise. Probably. Can you reach that? No, you can't. Alright, let's get you over here. Let's... Ooh, yes, let's take that. Take the crash site. Next turn we can grab something from the cache. But we'll get extra research, which is very good. The Chieftess owns this area, though she hasn't grabbed these caches, so maybe we can scooch through, you know, all the bleed here and get onto these spots. And maybe you can join them, actually. Maybe you can join them. Next turn, we grab both of these, because we'll have a couple of units there. Now, you can finish that off. That's really good news. But you need to get the heck out of here. How much the heck out of here? Quite the heck out of here. We need to grab this cache, so I might as well grab that and he can head north. But hopefully our Whisper of Goldrouch can deal with these hammerheads, or maybe they'll just fly a little too close to our base. I don't know. But yeah, these guys are a problem. We need more ranged. We need more ranged units. So, I don't think I'm going to set up more recruitment for the Abkluths. We have just like... Ooh, wow, 50% food with the cicadas there. That's pretty cool. We need a few other things though, right? We are building a hab block, which is good because we have 5 out of 6, so we really need to get that built just in time, really. Then I would like to get some more research, ideally, but we also need food because we still haven't built a food production building there, which is crazy that we've not done that yet. So. Maybe I queue that up. It'll take 4 turns, and then 2 turns later we build a construction yard somewhere. Probably a couple turns after that, actually. Oh, we also need the loyalty building, ideally. Damn. I mean, that does give us bonus algae, but I think, like, a lot of places do. So maybe we're fine. But yeah, we've got problems. We've got problems. Can't keep up with production at the moment. Or our production can't keep up, I guess. Yeah, you can shoot him. That's not a problem. That, I think, was the same person that was over there, so that's perfect. Let's just start blasting, I suppose. And yeah, I don't think we count as, like, having them pinned if we stand nearby, so they will be able to move more than one tile, I think. But I could gamble on that and find out, you know. Yeah, you grab this cache. Please be like a big gun. Nope, just loads of influence that we really need. Boring. Akron remnants discovered. I thought we'd already discovered these guys. I guess we didn't. Akron survivors used the whispers of the voice to keep their people alive on a broken planet. When drafted into battle, every one of them was capable of regenerating a broken body. They were skilled at tearing them apart too. Dear. Strong healing powers. Wish I had strong healing powers. Hey buddy. Hopefully he won't mind me hanging out near him. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We're getting an outrider. Hell yeah. Okay, that's a transport. That's a transport. I don't think it can transport, like, you know, dragoons. But still, it has a gun. So, yeah, in a couple turns we can hopefully kill that. It'll probably be dead already, but then I can stick this guy in there and drive him around like he's a special little boy. Won't that be cute? It will. Also, I love the fact that the buildings actually build. You can actually see the different, like, districts form as you build more buildings. It's very cool. Anyway, you guys are fine. I think everyone's fine. Everyone chill. I am thinking, do we get more dragoons just so these guys stop thinking that we're puny and weak? Because the more they think we're puny and weak, the more another faction will go, hey, you guys thought about devouring their entire, you know, territory and killing everything inside it? And they go, ooh, yeah, that sounds great, actually. Because they're really puny and weak, and I don't want that to happen. So we might need to just throw out some units at some point. You know, maybe we need to get, like, Agillian worms, rather, or, some engineers. We do need engineers. We do need another city. We really need another city. I'm not sure where to build it. I was thinking down here so we could get the Algae food. But all this volcanic area isn't going to be great for us, is it? I mean, chips are fun and everything, but need more research over there. I mean, this area gives a lot of food. Because there's so much forest, you know, so just a lot of food over there might be a good idea. I really don't know. We just need another city, really. Yeah, it's about time. We are still up on loyalty, though, so I think we can relax there a little. Alright, let's just crack on. I mean, the Outrider should have helped us a little bit. And yeah, look at that. Nearly dead. And these guys can hang out in the bleed, no problem. Because, yeah, it's a trait of the bleed, says doesn't affect them, I think, rather than these guys saying not affected by bleed, which I think is the wrong way around, honestly. Oh, good. We can start blasting. And you can't quite kill it. That is unbelievable. Yeah, as good as we can do. Crazy. We sure do. Alright, run over there, please. Thank you. And this is all cliff. Of course it is, so we actually have to go over the volcanic area, which will hurt. So I guess we're going up and around this way. It would explain why the Chieftess hasn't sent units this way. It's all hostile, so there's no reason for them to go that way. So population has gone up just in time. We got the hat block last turn, so that's perfect. I don't know what to do with these guys. I think just be in the way is fine. And you can move again. Love to see it. I hope this guy doesn't grab that crystal basin. Oh, and the Chieftess grabbed the flesh tree. That's sad. I would have loved another one of those. Because, you know, we need more food. Alright, you guys can heal up. You sit tight, I suppose. And, yeah, that's that. Let's, end the turn. We'll be building a construction yard one day. Oh. Did the bleed kill it? Maybe. So, a scintilla of hope. Good. I love a good scintilla. Your people hoped they would return to the surface and find untended wilderness. Not a world of monsters and vile ZEPHON machines. Reports regularly come in of refugees who wandered too close to the Warden's territory and were slaughtered for their trespass. What is ZEPHON doing in there? Ironically, it is the monsters who know something about the machines. Your comms team is surprised one day to hear the voice of an Akron leader, the Anchorite, broadcasting on an old AM radio frequency. He sounds like a preacher whose voice would have once haunted the airwaves of the empty countryside. In his sermons, he proclaims that his people want peace, to seek a new future without the voice, he says. To know it was the voice who hunted humans, who hunted ZEPHON, not my people. Interesting. Interesting. His preaching sometimes descends to rambling. He mumbles about mysterious factories belching fire and smoke into the night. He mourns his people slain by the wardens who guard them. To one peace, simple peace. Peace must light up the land like the sun rising over a glimmering ocean. The anchorite intoned. You listen to his sermon, keenly aware that if peace is a distant sunrise, there is still a long night ahead of you. Construction yard. We built things. At first, how we'd always done, with sweat and vigour. In the construction yard, there was nothing fancy. Diggers, trucks, cranes, geopolymer concrete, girders, but even with that primitive tech, we could build anything. Good. Next up, engineers. Alright, so we did a thing, and we leveled up too. We haven't gotten everything yet, have we? Yes, we have unlocked everything. Apart from his, like, special, which is disintegrate. We need to be... Oh, only level 6, so we're nearly there. So yeah, maybe more healing? You know, I think better deformities sounds great. And I'm also thinking maybe we should just spawn these all the time, but it would cost us a lot of algae. And we have the Madrigal of Kla and a meat harvest. Lovely. How are we doing on them? That. That'll be built soon. Yeah, I'm going to save up the meat harvest. We might just throw a bunch of these at a new settlement. Or, once we build a construction yard, we'll probably... Oh, I was supposed to put you in there. It's fine, whatever. Okay, you guys just sit around. You try and find a route around this way. Okay, looks like fire and lava there. It's all a bit mad. Oh, good! We managed to get the crystal basin. Perfect. And, oh, we met someone. I mean, it doesn't look like I met them, but I guess they can see me.
You coming in?
That's the new guy. It's the other, the hollow warlord. I didn't realize he was like a biker boy. Also, he's got, a big turtle shell on his back, so he's actually a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. See what I tell you guys about the influences of this game. This is definitely a Ninja Turtle. A biker Ninja Turtle. From Mars, maybe, I don't know. What? Do I look like I want to chat? I'm watching the live feed. My guy's shooting up your... Okay, we can talk. I'm, Keoneona. And this is paradise. Remember that old world with its concrete, debt, governments, yearbook, schedules? Ugh. It just crushed you. So kick back on your bike, have a fancy drink with fruit in it, shoot anyone who won't get out of the way. You aren't in the way, are you?
I'll wrestle you for it.
Okay, so he's also Randy Savage, I assume. He's like, oh yeah! He's great, I like him. Might take your advice, find another road to go down. Your powerful military had a major impact on the decision. Interesting! We're powerful now. I mean, it's always in relation to the person we're talking to, so he's not doing so well. It would seem like. Because like the Anchorite and the Chieftess stuff like that, I think they start with a bunch of units. Like a bunch more units than we do. I think. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they're just, you know, they have less... Maybe they start with more infrastructure in their cities. Maybe that's it. So they can build up a military sooner. But they always seem to have like more of a military than you do early on, for sure. Alright, accept peace. Yeah, sure. Cute, but not too bright. Good that you came to your senses.
Excite me!
Map exchange.
Fucking A!
Limited knowledge had a major impact. That's fine, I don't mind sharing, if it means I get something. Okay, so they're right here. Interesting. So there's a couple of Anchorite cities here. He is really close to them. Really close to them. We actually have quite a lot of space. I think we should build up here, just so we are pushing closer to their territory. Even though we might end up friends with them, I don't really know. I'm not sure. But all this area should make it really easy to defend from, you know, defend from the Chieftess. Okay. So what's next then? Mudsmith Sanctuary. Station. He really did have a limited... Like, he's done nothing. What has he been doing? Has he been at war with them? He might have been at war. He might be at war with the Anchorite, which is why he's doing so badly. He might just get wiped out before we can really do anything about it. Can I look at diplomacy? The communications, it shows... Yes. Okay. He is at war with Anchorite and the Chieftess, so he's just been getting the crap kicked out of him. Whereas we were like, do you want to not fight? And everyone's like, yeah, sure, let's not fight. That sounds great. So, that's nice. So we've had a Survivor's Bazaar. There were plenty of opportunities, idealists and swindlers who drew people to them in the wasteland. What always surprised me was that these canny leaders never took up arms. Some of them could have led armies to victory. Instead, they brought everyone together. Well, isn't that sweet? Do I stand on his territory? What is going on over there? Oh, it's one of those little weird... Yeah, it's like a generator thingy. We're going to go around this way. Alright, we need to scout this area. I want to grab that. I want to grab everything I can in this area. You know, because I'm at peace with everyone, so I might as well take what territory I can from them. But also I'm thinking what I might have to do is stand on this bazaar. You know? And also, I don't know that. Recycling tanks. Is that what these are? Okay, you know, I have seen these before. So disgusting stuff. Voice cults eking out a pathetic living in the wastes built these facilities to manufacture more algae. No need to build graveyards when you can just dump bodies and viscera into a toxic pit that turned out a vile meat slush. I kept a particle mask on while visiting sites like this. Yeah, I can imagine. And yeah, a bunch of wars going on. So yeah, I think I might just stand there. I might just stand there. I'm at peace with him, so I don't know if I'll be able to actually stand in his territory. I think I can, though. I think I can stand in cities. I think I can go anywhere. So yeah, I'm going to stand in his city. So if his city gets destroyed, I will immediately take this bazaar instead of the anchorite. I might try that. But that also might be a complete waste of time. Might be better to use those units, you know, in any other way. Right, we'll get engineers in a minute. I think before we train engineers, we need to build another construction yard, though, I think. It'll make training the engineers a lot quicker, because they're built from the construction yard. And these guys are having a fight over us. The Anchorite and the Chieftess are at war with each other. And we're just at war... Yeah, we're just friendly with everybody. Which is rather wonderful for us. Hey, guys. Sorry I'm in your way.
We fight as one.
We sure do. Oh, really? Okay, we have to go over the burning area. And it thinks we're better off going this way. Because that's only one tile of fire. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Let's have you go that way instead, actually. Okay, cool. Now, you can jump into here. The Outrider is also damaged. It is also damaged, so... Yeah, we can just grab that cash, really, and then, like, keep pushing this way? Which, you know, I guess the Chieftess has explored this much. So the phase generator. Cover reduction makes energy. Cool. So the first time I crossed paths with a watchmaker, she was running maintenance on one of these generators. We argued about who should be able to control them. You're here to win a war, I'm here to stop the next one, she said. We cut a deal. If we funneled some energy to the watchmakers, they'd activate the shielding to protect our people. Fun. So yeah, this is, watchmakers are like this, neutral faction of wanderers. You know, they're never represented on the map. But they wander around fixing things. Trying to make sure that, you know, the people live a better life, as far as I can tell. Make sure that people have the things they need to get by and prevent conflict. By fixing stuff. That's the impression I get, anyway. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Seems to be a good summary of what they're like from what I've read about them in various, you know, texts and things. Engineers, lovely. Some had formal training, most didn't. Scientists, construction workers, technicians. The thing that distinguished the people we called engineers from everyone else was that they had the skills to get the job done, whatever the job. The ones who hadn't, well, they weren't around anymore. Cool. Now what? Now what? A lot of the stuff we can't even get because we don't have the masked hymnal. Is that something we should be getting? Maybe. I mean, I don't see anything about a masked hymnal. Oh, there it is. Voice building for construction yard. Produces voice operations as well as generating influence and algae. Yeah, that's it. Give us some operations. That might be useful. Grants access to uncommon voice items. I mean, the Gellan worms might be useful to have. Forest will get us more research if we grab that. greenhouses will produce a little bit of algae. That's nice. I kind of like that, actually. Ah, this is what we needed, the Canticle of Dusk. I was like, where's like the vehicle building? And yeah, it's this. Should be able to tell. Yeah, should be able to tell, because it's the, you know, those are the buildings in the little hexagons. So I should have been paying attention to the shape. Although that's not a building. That's a trait. So I guess that's not... And that's a trait as well. Okay, so that's not universal. Well, great. Never mind. Whatever. Anyway, generally as buildings, seems to be buildings and building upgrades, I think, are all like that. If it's a solid one, then it's a building. If it's got little nicks in it, then it's an upgrade. Is that the case? Kind of feels like it. Kind of feels like it, except some of these are upgrades of buildings. Nope, that's killing a neutral unit. Okay, maybe I'm onto something? Maybe? Who can say? Oh, that makes influence cost cheaper for all our weird magic nonsense. That's something we should probably do as well. And research in forests might be worthwhile. Hello. Please don't declare war on me.
Open your eyes.
Map exchange. Oh, okay. They still haven't seen much. I'll do it. That's fine.
Wait on your words.
Okay, that's fine. We've shown them more of the world. They've shown us some of the world, which is absolutely fine. And we met a Dream Eater. Hello, Dream Eater. Please don't eat my dreams. We called these things Dream Eaters, but they really fed on our souls. Oh, good. Good, nothing to worry about then. They knew exactly where in the human brain was the fine line between chemicals and consciousness. If you drew close, they would grab you, rip open your skull, find that line, and drink everything that made you truly alive. That's just blood, mate. That's just blood. You know what? The Akron have got quite a force over here. It's getting a little dicey over here. Do I want to explore up this way? No, I'm gonna follow them and just let everyone bicker over here. That's fine by me. Oh boy. So, you've done building? You have done building. Well done for doing building. I guess I'll just build a construction unit up there. Like, that 20% algae, who cares? It's fine. I'm gonna just have a bunch of greenhouses, give bonus, you know, do bonus algae anyway, soon, I think. And also, killing neutral units gets us research is kind of nice too. Because, you know, we don't get that much research, so you kill a few neutral units, that's suddenly going to make quite a difference. It's just it's not going to make much of a difference now, because everything's dead. So, you know. Okay, we got to this. This is a new kind of unit, I'm pretty sure. The Ethereal Harbinger. I mean, it seems pretty scary. It can overheat with its plasma cannons. It's also got some splash damage, though. That thing's cool as hell. Alright, let's read up on it. Hello. This isn't a ruddy game, I screamed at the machine. It, the Harbinger, had me pinned under one of its massive feet. I'd hunted it for days, but hadn't realized I was the one being hunted. It lured me into a trap, then crushed me, pointing its cannon at my face. Win condition established, it said calmly as its plasma cannon glowed brighter and brighter. Terminating objective in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, that's rubbish. Shouldn't be doing that to people. It's rude. So, this guy looks, he looks like a few things. I'm getting a lot of different vibes from him. I'm getting the Geth. I'm getting Geth vibes. Right, from like his torso and his sort of face. Also, it feels a bit like alien as well. You know what? Feels a bit like an Imperial Knight or something. From 40k. Feels like a knight, but like a bit of a weird one. There's a lot of things that sort of feed into this. It's also got some Terminator vibes. The top of it, the shape, I think is quite similar to like the Cylon ships. The fact they've just got the little one eye at the front of it, of the ship. You know, so it also looks a bit like a Cylon. Like, there's a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of influences. There's no like one thing I'm just like, oh yeah, that's clearly inspired by Jimmy Cannon Hands from The Adventures of Jimmy Cannon Hand. You know, there's none of that. But very cool. Hymn of Decay, lovely. When I first felt the toxic touch of this tortured hymnal, I assumed, this font needs to be bigger. Just straight up. This needs to be bigger writing. The fact that it is all in italics all the time, it's just a little bit too difficult to read most of the time, I find. But you know, maybe I should be close to my screen. But my mum always said not to sit too close to the telly, or else I'd go blind and fail to read the Hymn of Decay. 30 years later. Anyway, I assume there was strategic reason for poisoning the Earth like this, but after so many battles, there had to be more to it. Was it spiritual, or was it an act of childish spite? I imagine doomed aliens lashing back at our world for daring to resist their apocalyptic mission. The thought chilled me to the bone. It sure did. It sure did. So yeah, that's weird. Oh, because there's a voice cache in there. In the Hymn of Decay. Bizarre. Alright, we have queued units apparently. Do your thing. Oh, you can't. You're a bit in the way. That's okay. That's okay. Where are we going to put all of you guys? I don't know what to do with all these guys. We're not at war with anyone. And I feel like I kind of want to be. But that's not exactly how this game works. So, I don't know. Maybe we head up here, make sure these guys can't mess with us if they choose to. They're kind of weak right now. Do I just want to wipe them out now? Or do I want to try and wipe out the Akron before they summon a bunch of big jumbo boys? Because the thing, the Akron and the ZEPHON will summon big monsters in the towards the end game to try and finish their war. While the Chieftess will just hang out with you. You know, she just hangs out. No major plan from the Chieftess. She's just around, which is kind of weird. The sort of, you know, the asymmetry of the neutral factions. You think they'd all have something going on? There's a lot of that. There's a lot of weird asymmetry in this game. You know, you think it would just be, okay, we need to fulfill a purpose, so we'll have X number of units that do, you know, X number of factions that will each do this at the end, right? And yet they don't. They have 3 factions, 3 of these sort of, you know, neutral factions that feel like they're supposed to be, you know, sort of 3 sides of a really weird coin. But they actually have different roles. Like, 2 of them have their thing going on, and then one of them is just there. And it feels really quite strange there. But it makes sense for the story. But then you'd think they wouldn't have, this faction really. But also, it's kind of a cool vibe. But it's interesting. They avoid formulaic things, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You know, there's certain things you expect, certain patterns you expect in games, and it just sort of flies in the face of that for the sake of variety and interesting stuff going on, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm still trying to work out what I want to do with these guys. Maybe we want to take on the Chieftess, maybe we don't. You know, maybe we want to take on the Akron, maybe we want to befriend the Akron and help them fulfill their mission to destroy ZEPHON. I don't really know. Which is, I think, a bit of a issue that this game has generally, in that you're sort of set up to just sort of survive. Maybe you're doing conquest, but you can peace out with everyone fairly easily. And so you might as well avoid conflict if it means just focusing on technology and stuff to get ahead of everyone. So I don't know. It's weird. What to prioritize is interesting, I think. I'm just going to run in with the Abkluth Dragoons, and I'm going to have everyone else kind of head home, I think. You know, I just want some scouting to be done, but I want to maintain our... Oh, hello. ZEPHON, finally.
What do you want to discuss?
I understand you were calling about the current state of the war. You called me, actually. Please hold. You may call us ZEPHON. We're a collective of self-iterating intelligent processes focused on improving the world. We're your best friend. We're your only friend. Our analysis determined that you are a suitable candidate to achieve our goal. You don't mind if we monitor you to verify.
We predict you are about to make an offer.
Would you like peace?
The request is at your discretion, though it is mandatory.
Words alone are insufficient, so they want payment. I can pay them some, that's fine.
I am on board.
Alright, map exchange. Limited world knowledge, that's fine. I don't mind if everyone can see everything, honestly. Okay, so we know that all of ZEPHON is up here. Which is good. And there's one faction up here, one faction up here. Presumably, there's a last final faction down here. Presumably. We'll see. We'll see. And then, ocean in the middle. The map seems to be very ocean-centric. Unless these guys have a land bridge into like a huge bit of land here. That none of us do. That would be annoying. We found an Abkhan Dray. Abkhan built their nests with the sharpened tusks of pine trees. We asked Akrin hunters how we could flush them out and learned that on their world, the Akrin would slowly advance into a nest using pikes. Hunts would last for days at a time. We didn't have time for that. That nonsense. Cannon fire would work much faster. But yeah, a bunch of scary monsters. That'll just summon monsters. Yeah, every 3 turns. Well, not every 3 turns, every 10, I think. But it'll be another one in 3 turns. I like that it tells you how long it has left. Another Temple of Kralar, which we should definitely try and get to. There's also another cache there that hasn't been taken. And that's not been taken either. Let's try and get you to there. Let's try and get you to there. That's not been taken either. I feel like most of the neutral stuff has been taken out, so we can just grab a bunch of these things. And yeah, let's get some Abkluth dragons up here too. Let's get you up here. Let's have you go that way. Sorry, I told you to go that way. You head for... You know, you actually just head for these two. Alright, he'll head over this way. He'll get somewhere eventually, probably. Maybe. That we can grab as well. So yeah, there's a lot of territory for us to grab that I think is going to be really useful to us. Alright, you sit tight over here. You sit tight over here. You sit tight over here. I mean, probably all these guys should head north, but let's heal them up, and then I think we'll go for Station. I think we might try and wipe him out. He feels, you know, surplus to requirements, really. Now, what are we going to do here? We can get engineers once this is built. I think I'll queue them up now. 6 turns it takes to recruit them. Well, actually, it'll be a lot quicker once we get the other construction yard done. So, you know what? Fine. The fact it still says enemy turn when you're at peace with a bunch of people is a bit of a hangover from Gladius, I think. So, Canticle of Dusk. Interesting. Not all alterations of the voice achieve enlightenment, I'm told, especially those sub-Akrin in some way. Nor do they die. Those failed drift out of the passion, healed but changed, often bestial. I wonder if this is where the Akrin's weird creatures come from, failed zealots, or whether they are just creatures native to their home, who joined them on the journey across the stars. It's an interesting thought. Alright, let's do research in forests, because I do actually want that. Actually, let's do algae in greenhouses first. I would also kind of like them too. More food on the coast is nice. Minerals on cliffs. Extra... Oh, this is for tender ministrations, extra healing rate. While adjacent to allied units. Oh, actually, let's just grab that. Let's just grab that. That's the normal thing that we all have. That gives us better healing rate when adjacent to allies. That's important. Oh, we should probably have grabbed that as well. Tell you what, you can grab that, Cash. You can grab that, Cash, mate. Cash me outside. How about that? Let's get you over here. Yo, look at me memeing like a regular boy. Let's get you down here as well. Good. You've got full health, actually, so let's start moving you up. You can move up to the crystal basin that we own. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, there's fog. Akrin put fog there, which is weird. Yeah, you sit tight. You just sit tight. He's healed up already, I think. I think you do heal quicker in vehicles as well. I don't know if you get the adjacency bonus healing if you're in a vehicle. I'm not sure if that applies. Alright, let's end the turn. Once we got that construction yard built, I'm going to be pretty confident, I think. I think we can start really churning out, like, buildings. We got the meat harvest as well to help push growth. The Anchorite want to declare war on us because they're jerks. Don't they want a map exchange? Yeah, sure. Sure. I mean, I just want to keep them cooperative, really. We could try and trade, but I'm not sure how long that would last. These three. I think we could trade with them, you know.
Welcome, Singleton.
Off a trade agreement.
Fate dictates. You must answer.
They want us to pay them first. I think I will. I think I will.
We have no choice.
High standing. They were cooperative. So enter trade agreement. So we will be losing money as a result of the trade agreement for a while. So all these, if we have a look at, yeah, from trade, minus 1.6 per turn, that's fine. And then eventually, the longer the trade agreement lasts, the more benefit it accrues. Well, crappy crap. Well, Abkluth dragons are dead. It's fine. I just wanted to scout, really. I wasn't expecting to run into more neutral stuff, though. It just means whatever other faction is in here. Maybe it's higher up, I don't know. But whatever other faction is around there clearly hasn't cleared things out yet. So yeah, we are going to lose these guys, which is very sad. I mean, I could use the Madrigal of Claw on him, but I don't think that's going to keep him alive. So, never mind. Sad times. And then we'll send that guy back home. What? Grab minerals. Oh, good. Good, I'm glad. Alright, let's move you this way. Oh, the Chieftess just grabbed it. Oh, you suck, Chieftess. I wanted that mineral basin. You jerks. Anyway, I'll go grab that. Hopefully he won't. They seem a bit dumb. And then there are these bits to grab as well. A lot of the reason why this stuff is neutral might just be because there's a bunch of, like, you know, random barbarians running around that area still. It could be that I've just been more thorough at exterminating them in my part of the world than anyone else has been. So we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Cool. So we will want that midnight chorus. I wonder if I want to get that built before the engineer, but I think there'll be time. There will be time, probably. Probably. Let's replace that Abkluth Dragoon that we lost. That was interesting. They didn't seem keen to actually kill it. Oh no, they've killed it. Hang on, wait, 1 health. Did it survive? They survived! Okay, so extra healing next to adjacent units. This is the water and this is the well. Why were those words etched into my brain? Not her words, but something that seemed so clear when she tended us. A whisper from another world, a mantra that healed or hurt? Ugh, hurt my head, that's for sure. Well, alright then. We do need to generate influence at some point. Oh, construction yards costing more energy for having more production is also really good. Because that'll be useful when we first build the next settlement. Because we'll just have more production. So we'll be able to build our second construction yard quicker. Which will be nice. It will cost more energy though, which we do need. But, you know, we need everything, so... Alright, you can head up there. That'll do. That'll do, pig. More algae sounds great. You need to do your little healy-dealy. And then we'll grab that cyber cache. Which hopefully will be another unit. Though, I don't know actually, because... if we get another cyber unit, we might end up in a bit of a state. Yeah, I'm glad we're at peace with all these guys. We just grab all these caches around here. You know, grab it on the meat tree. Lovely. Delicious meat tree. Alright, let's get you over there. Yeah, maybe all these guys should be headed this way. So we can't run that far away, can we? Not really. They might grab that from the Chieftess, you know. Let's run over here. And I'm going to use the Madrigal of Claw to heal him up a bit. Right, hopefully these guys have seen the sharpshooters and will go out and kill him for me. You know, I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. So, you know, if you don't mind. And yeah, hopefully we can grab that next turn. Hopefully the Chieftess isn't after it. I suppose you can head up here to... Abkluth Dragoons can run up there too. We've got some more training. Have construction yards soon. Okay, kind of looked like they were thinking about going for it. Yeah, we'll grab that cyber cache soon enough. Chieftess is saying hi. They want tribute. Damn it. Okay, they'll end up declaring war on us. It's because we've got like stray units near them. I think they're just going, oh good, an opportunity to kill some stuff. So let's pay tribute. Because honestly, like, it's not that expensive. Salt and House of Babes. I hope you enjoy it. Ambivalent. Okay. Oh, they don't like that we're trading with the triple lady. Whatever her name is, the triumvirate of spooky. I don't know. Oh no, you're sending your riches across the wastelands to Versilia Olena Vanda. I swear that a bunch of raggedy-ass reavers ain't gonna be waiting. Alright, so we might have to deal with the Chieftess, which is annoying because they're in a couple of spots that I'd need to contend with. But if we do end up fighting them, it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Because I would quite like them to be... I mean, they're never going to be allies of us, are they? Because we're freaks. We're absolute freaks. So yeah, I think we prepare for war against them. And that's fine. I think that'll be fine. Because we should be able to defend this area really easily from them. So really, we just want to destroy this city, and then we can take some more outposts out around here. So we do have some units coming up here. He's just hanging out in our crash site, which is very rude of him. We should bring them back and let the Abkluth Dragoons do the scouting. Yeah, I think we need to bring them back before they decide we need to die. So we met some sentries. ZEPHON wanted nothing to do with us. It could have just told us that directly. Instead, it posted up sentries that looked to be guarding something. We learned really quickly that they could hold a grudge. If you were the kind of grunt who liked to stomp ants because they couldn't hit back, boy were these things a pain in the ass. More like an ant that would chew through your boot and try to take a few toes out before you put it down. Well, get out my boot. Yeah, we'll grab that cash. I do want the meat tree. I do really want that meat tree. I am going to go for it. It won't take too long to get to the meat tree. I'll grab these caches and then those two can both return together maybe. But yeah, we've got plenty of other stuff that can get up here. So yeah, let's just sit tight. Oh boy. Okay, a lot of these wardens seem to be going for that city. I think that faction's going to be dead soon. Because I think they're fighting the Chieftess, ZEPHON, and the Akron. It's just a whole mess. And then hopefully, because ZEPHON has two... Basically, ZEPHON's two cities, if you want to call them that. They're right next to the two Akron ones. They're really close together, so they might just bicker the whole time. And the rest of the map might just be ours to, like, take over eventually. So I think fighting the Chieftess might be worthwhile. So we can just take over huge parts of the map. And prepare for, like, the big conflict at the end. So anyway, more production for construction yards, which is really, really good. So that'll be +2 production for our main city once the other construction yard is built. You know, one for each. Lovely. Time was already running out the second we brought our first cities online. The engineers informed us that they could speed up production, but it would cost more power. Make sure we could run that kind of voltage, one engineer warned us. If the electricity cuts out while a crane's hauling material, it might be you it comes crashing down on. I mean, you're the ones who need to build that too. Right? That you're the engineers. You're doing all of it. A Chieftess lair could be funny. It's an ability for the Dark Vassal. It spawns a Chieftess lair, which breeds deformities. So you just place these as like little outposts. We could really like choke a bunch of our allies in these, couldn't we? They cost 20 algae. but like that's great because they can just summon loads of, you know, loads of deformities. I think that could be really fun. I think that could be hilarious. So I think we will work on that. I mean, we've got a load of other tech to work towards. There are 10 tiers, so maybe I should just be trying to push forwards. Large biological transport. Improves diplomatic standing with anchorite over time. Maybe that's what I want to do. More acquisition range for tiles we'll need pretty soon. More morale for each hollow city. I mean, energy for tiles with a hollow theatre. That's really useful. So if you put hab blocks and hollow theatres in the same place, you get energy back, which will pay for the hab blocks, basically. If you have a couple of hab block, if you have a habitation block and then 2 hollow theatres, that hab block will pay for the hollow theatres. If you have 1 hollow theatre and 2 hab blocks, then you've actually made a profit of energy, which is pretty cool. But of course, hollow theatre and hab blocks, you kind of need equal numbers of them to keep your loyalty level. So, you know, sometimes you get a little extra, sometimes you get a little less. It's, you know, still good though. If you imagine them averaging out as in pairs, it means it pays for itself and the hollow theatre each time, which is good. Very nice indeed. God, there's so much stuff we need to do though. I mean, Arctic and swamp. Are we in swamps? Is this swamp? Wasteland. It's a wasteland over here. This is swamp. There is some swamp nearby. That's swamp. So, power plants in swamps? I mean, that sounds good. That's like an extra 20% or something, isn't it? So we won't have the bonuses, but we'll still get more. I don't know, is that worth getting now? Is that worth planning for? Algae from greenhouses we need. And food on the coast. I mean, these are coastal, so we can get some extra food along here. These are also, are these coastal or cliffs? Are they both? Coast and cliffs. So getting extra minerals on cliffs might be worthwhile here. Because we are getting little bonuses already along here. And here. We need to clear the bleed, of course. So yeah, there's a lot of potential. Also, we found a warden. ZEPHON could have made any kind of machine, and it made this? Why would an all-powerful AI forge a machine that looked slapped together from spare parts? We were idiots. ZEPHON didn't build a weapon. It made a weaponized, self-sustaining, autonomous pile of scrap. Living metal didn't care if it was ugly as sin. It was just constantly calculating better ways to kill. Fun. Big mantis creep. Love it. Big fan. Let's grab this. Bloop. We found a Choyat Prospect. Well, obviously. Of course we did. Blinds enemies. Alright. Sounds good. Let's give you that so you can blind some enemies. Perfect. Alright. Let's get you to that. No point going to the meat tree now. That, though. There's a Temple of Claw, which maybe we can get to. I'm also not sure if we can, because, what are we going to get? Ooh, we found out all these guys. Alright, well, you sit tight. We'll go grab that. But yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be able to grab that, because I think that was owned by ZEPHON, which means there's probably, like, the dragon running around. You know what? Let's just come home. Let's come home. Alright, you guys go grab that. Everyone else, come home. Alright, we're going to probably fight the Chieftess at some point. So I want to be able to handle that. You guys too. You guys need to come home as well. So you can sit there. And you can work your way up here. Alright, good boy. Okay. Moving on. God, there's so many. Oh, hello. Random militants here. Okay, they got attacked by something, I think. Did they? They got hit by something. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff on the move. A hell of a lot of stuff. They've been defeated. They've been defeated? We never saw them do anything. Well, look at you all grown up and just with the right number of guns pointed at me. Well done. Uh-huh. Now you know that I'll not deign to live. I won't be paraded through your cities. A new Vercingetorix, a chieftain in chains. So I'm going to unbutton my holster, and in 5 seconds I'm going to go for it. And then you'll be the hero that killed the monster personally. Then I get to live on in legend of bedtime tales. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bang, I assume. Well, there we go. That was one of the new DLC factions, guys. You really didn't last. But this is great. This is great for us. It was awful for him. This is a terrible place for him to start. Surrounding stuff and the fact that he's more warlike than we are, he just ended up like everyone was at war with him. It wouldn't have been so bad if it was really warlike and started down here, because he would have just been probably bickering with the first thing he saw, rather than finding everyone and being at war with all of them. But I think that's good for us. It's been good for us. This is probably a good time for us to stop playing. Because it's been a while. It's been a while. We got some work done though. We found just a bunch of robots, which is really delightful. I like that we found a bunch of these like crazy, I don't know, Geth Cylons? They're Geth Cylons, okay? We found a bunch of Geth Cylons, which is really fun. These Geth Cylon Knights. And we've got a bunch of research going. We're going to have another city before too long. Still not sure where to put it though. Maybe up here, just so we have something closer to all of the, you know, all the nonsense, and it'll stop him from expanding. I don't know if these guys ever do expand. I think they do though. I just don't know if they expand up to like a maximum of 2 settlements, or if they'll keep going. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Good. We're doing good. I think. I'll assume we're doing great. Guys, you know the drill by now. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Now our world is an ever-twisting nightmare. Hellish threats lurk in every whisper and shadow.